Alright, so this is the property pulling in from the front. It's actually set back a pretty nice amount. So it's got a lot of room here in the front. It's a good distance back. It's pretty private. Alright, so we're at the front of the house. I got a beautiful Japanese maple. The exterior is actually in very good shape. This is stucco. One thing to note on this house is there's going to be some interesting things with the water when it rains. This grass has a lot of moss in it, and it looks like all of the water floats down to the home. You can kind of see the driveway over there carries the water, but this little area in here would be more of my main concern, but it does look like they vented out, which is good. The stucco's in good shape. All of your taps and fascia look good. Exterior landscaping is very pretty. They put some money into the outside. Walking in, you're now in the foyer. Good height to the home. So this is going into the front office. Windows look like they're in good shape. One of the things to look for in some of these older homes is the panes, just to make sure the window panes don't have any of the gas in between them leaking. That all looks good. Nice pillars. You can see the central vac, which is a nice feature to have. Kitchen here. Nice and open. Looks like this island is removable. It's not bolted into the ground or anything, as far as I can tell. But the granite does match, which is nice. They probably did that at the same time. Subway tile. Got a gas burner cooktop. This is a Brown, which is a pretty nice unit. Just a little bit older. I've got Maytag with the oven microwave combo. Fridge is a Samsung. Some of these windows actually look a little dirty, but they're not necessarily an issue as long as the panes aren't exactly, you know, anything wrong with the panes. It's got some height in here. This is in the kitchen. It's kind of looking back in the living room. Go upstairs. Alright, so we are upstairs. Basically, if you look to the right, more or less just a hallway. This is going to the unfinished part. This is actually looking out of the foyer. Pretty view. Come back into the living room. Unfinished space. It is a little bit warm in here. It's about 70 degrees outside. It's hotter in here. Insulation looks okay. It's a little batted down. But it does look like they have the R factor. Looks like there's R30 over there. So it does look like they insulated it pretty well. The home is actually cool on the interior, which is good. I sealed that door correctly. Now going to the left side, these are where the other living quarters are. So to the left, bedroom 1. Closet. Has its own light. It's a decent little walk-in closet. Carpet's a little bit older. You can tell it needs a little stretching. So the corners are a little dirt build up in there as well, just over time. Until I tried cleaning it, but white carpet is hard to maintain. But second bedroom. Walk-in closet here as well. further down the hallway. Full bathroom up here. Sinks are in pretty good shape. It's got the wallpaper though on it. Floor tiles look like they've been well maintained. A little bit older toilet. The bathroom looks clean in terms of the tile in the shower. Just a little bit of maintenance stuff. Some of the caulking needs updating, like right there in the corner. The rest looks pretty decent. This one has a window up here, but it also has the vent. So that's good. In this H frame, sometimes they don't vent the bathrooms, which can start causing the paint and wallpaper to peel. There is a slight discoloration there, so at some point there was probably some water buildup in here in the shower. Pretty basic. This is bonus room up here, so this should be over the garage. Kind of using this as a secondary office space. Okay, so there's more unfinished space here, which could be a closet. Here it is. Here's the spray foam. It's much cooler in this side of the house. Total difference than the right side of the home. Spray foam is doing a really good job here. Okay, and that wraps up the upstairs. Alright, we're now in the garage. Nice thing is they have a side door, which is great. Garage door also looks fairly new. The unit is in good shape too. It's the Chamberlain. We've got some built-in cabinets and a fridge out here, but this walks back into the kitchen area where the mudroom is for the laundry. Hold it up vertical. Nice built-ins. This is vinyl. This goes back into the kitchen. Half bath down. Granite in here as well. Put the frame around the mirror. And this is going back to the front of the house. We're going to walk over and take a look at the master, which should be down here. Master's pretty. It's got the tray vaulted in here. This is a smaller bed though, so just keep in mind that a king would take up both of those windows. This is probably just looks like a queen. Dog bed. There's a little bit of a seal issue right there. Looks like there's some condensation, but the fireplace looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's a gas starter. Comes in here. So I'm going to go on the master. 6-foot jacuzzi tub. Tile. Original shower. It's got good height in here though. The ceilings are very tall. Nice bay window. And then the granite. This has been updated in the master along with the lighting. And then closet. There's some built-in shelving there. It's a little bit tinier for a master, but again, that's indicative of the age. They didn't build them too big in the 90s. Okay, we're now off the kitchen, coming into the backyard. Deck definitely gets some sun back here, which looks like there are some things in terms of maintenance that need to be addressed relatively soon. It's just a little bit older, but you can tell they tried to take care of it. This area in here, some parts of the roof Even though this is an architectural roof and they have the gutter guards up here, the roof cap looks decent. Same with this one, which is the master one. I'm sorry, the living room. But the roof looks slightly worn back here on the back side of the house, even though it is architectural, meaning it's going to be here for at least 25-30 years. Some of those shingles look a little beat up. This is coming off the deck, looking into the backyard. Nice hammock down there. Pool, it's a good size vinyl. And they have the wrought iron fence around it, which is very pretty. Looking into the backyard, which is very wooded and private. Pretty much can hear the birds out here. And your next door neighbor's a good distance away. Now down here, this is a covered deck, which is nice. The water won't come through the top. So you can sit out here. They have a little fan and patio leading out to the pool. Looks like a little run for the dogs. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the basement and the detached garage. Alright, we're now heading downstairs into the basement. It's got some Berber carpet on the staircase. Now going to the right of the downstairs. Panels seem to be in good shape. I don't see any stains up top, which is also nice. And then here is the downstairs bathroom. Same thing, you got vinyl, basic cabinets, counters. This is leading into, I guess you could say this is the rec room, playroom. Got the little wet bar here. Basic sink, mini fridge. And those windows point outside to the covered porch. And that just loops around back through here and then up through the top. And this is the closet downstairs, which is actually ironically I think the biggest closet in the house, which that is nice because having a closet and a bathroom and you have access to a window, that makes this count as a bedroom. Here is a little stain. So it's something to note. Another panorama with the lights on down here in the basement, ping pong table. Now this is going into more to the left where the unfinished part is. It's insulated. Pretty cool down here. Here's your Hoover. That's the central vac. Nice Carrier HVAC system. This has been updated recently. And this is actually a very nice Whirlpool. It's programmable. This will save you a little bit on your bills. And they got copper running to it, which is your basic PVC throughout. They also have okay, this is nice. This is the air filter. So they have an additional filter for the home. It's a Honeywell. That was about $1,000 to put that in, which is nice to see. Here's your plumbing access. Downstairs part, looking back out to underneath. This is coming from the other outside access from the unfinished part, which is nice. I actually ran all of your access for the gas lines, and then the panels have been upgraded here, which is all nice. So you got plenty of power to the home. The Honeywell systems here. Then this leads out to downstairs, unfinished garage space. More access for the well, so where you put the salt if you wanted. And then also in here are the upgraded well filtration systems. So this is actually really nice to see. They put some money into this. We've got copper run here. Copper throughout the bottom, which is great. It's the highest forming we're going to see for the plumbing. Some of these stainings, this should be pointing back to the front of the home. It doesn't appear that anything is recent, and it smells dry down here. There's no humidity as far as I can tell, which I'm pretty sensitive to if there was any kind of mold. So it looks like they keep it out pretty well down here, which is good. Oops. Now we're outside looking at the house back from the side of the garage. You can tell they put some extra concrete in here, which is really nice. And they did it right. They bowed it up here on the side to keep the water in a direction away from the home. So that's nice. Garage door looks good. The gutter guards look pretty great. There's some ridge vents on the roof. The side looks awesome. Stucco's in good shape. Now we're gonna take a look at the garage. Very large. Same thing, they ran the extra concrete out here, and then they actually did this right. They French drained it, and then they leached it back here into the backyard. So there's that window unit. Pretty much all the space out here where the water would run away from the home. AC unit on this side is looking a little rough, but I know they upgraded the interior carrier systems, which is great. So now let's go into the garage. It's very cool in here, so this is a very well insulated space. It's got the beadboard in here. Garage door is insulated. Nice unit with master. And he's got the extra power cables and lines out here for a shop, which is really nice. He's got the power run correctly. Separate unit with the breakers. Nice garage.